You hear these conversations about balance in hip hop, typically when something happened to a rapper, a gangster rapper. You know, somebody might get killed, or somebody might overdose on drugs, or somebody might mess around, get a RICO charge, and they end up, looking at a lot of time or potentially getting time, and they say their career got ruined or whatever like that, right? That's when you start having like the balance in hip hop talk, right? You know, because when that type of stuff happened, people would say, you know, you got to stop glorifying that stuff. You got to stop promoting. You got to stop celebrating it. How come majority of the mainstream rap that you hear, somebody talking about shooting somebody, killing somebody, getting drunk, sleeping around, twerking, and all that kind of stuff, right? And then people say we need more balance in hip hop. I would say for the most part, if you look at comments and what hear people say, people in agreement that, a lot of that stuff is negative, destructive, man. You know, we don't need to be celebrating, glorifying, listening to that. You know, for the most part, that's what people be on, right? But a lot of times what I also hear people say, yeah, you gotta have that balance, you gotta have that conscious side, and you gotta look. My thing is, do you really truly want a balance? I don't believe people really truly want a balance. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because, look, think about what you want to balance off. Some stuff doesn't require a balance. Some stuff require a doing away with, right? If it's anything else that's negative, destructive, having bad influences on people, helping people to celebrate, glorify, promote negativity, destruction, and you see it actually playing itself out in real life. You see the influence that it's having on people. Like I said, whether there's twerk culture, whether there's being over sexualized, selling drugs, doing drugs, getting drunk, killing, shooting, gang banging, drill, whatever it is, right? All this is negative, destructive stuff that you wouldn't want for nobody that you care about, right? So we all would agree on that. Why would you want to have a balance? Well, keep that up. Think about it. Do you really want to keep that around? And, have the conscious rap, the good positive rap? Do you really want a balance of it? Or should that just be done away with? I think people, and this is not like trying to diss nobody if somebody, feel this way. I think people have a false belief that they actually want a balance of it. I think that people already enjoy it. I think it already probably gave some people some type of self-esteem. They embrace it with having a good time. They then came up on it to the point where they have a tolerance level for it, or they just enjoy it. And now they say you got to balance it off. Because if it was anything else that was destructive and negative and celebrate and promoting this destructiveness and negativity, and you didn't already have an emotional attachment to it, you didn't already come up on it, you didn't look at it already as a way of life, as a way to have a good time, you wouldn't say, well, we need to balance it off. You would say, no, we need to get rid of that negative thing. If somebody was singing a song about molesting kids and trafficking kids and how to get away with it, y'all was saying, no, you wouldn't say, well, let's balance that off with people talking about how you should protect it. Now, you would just say, look, we just need to get up out of here. Because you ain't got no emotional attachment to it. I say yet because they can make anything cool and acceptable if you don't have no bottom line. And you really don't have a bottom line like you might think you do if you actually want to balance off the negativity instead of saying getting rid of it. You know what I'm saying? Your bottom line ain't really what you think it is. So if they already got you to embrace that and kind of want to keep it around or celebrate it or glorify it, they can get you to already embrace some other negativity or twisted stuff because they already got you to embrace that. But that's a whole nother story. Nobody don't think the yet can happen until they start inching it up on you, and then it's a new bottom line, and before you know it, the yet happened. But yeah, don't try to balance out gangster rap. Get rid of it. Walk away. Look, not get and speak out against it and turn away from it. Because that's what really needs to happen. Not a balance. You don't need to make sure people still get your dose of that. You don't need a dose of that. But for what? You don't need a dose of that. And you really don't want it. You just already got an affinity for it. That's what that look. Don't mistake that for actually wanting a genuine balance here. I mean, let's just be real. Don't run game on yourself about that one. And that's not a shot. people might have not even looked at it this way, right? But when somebody bring it up, it might have you to say, you know what, on second thought, I never looked at it like that. So this is not a shot, but you don't really like to balance off negativity. You like to get rid of it until you got, an attachment to it. So it just needs to go. Gangster rap, sex rap, intoxication rap, just need to go. That type of music in general, whether you singing about it, whether you auto-tuning about it, whether you rapping about it, whatever, it just needs to go. That's people, you need to just really just wrap your mind around it. Even if it is not easy for you to do. Sometimes you just know it is the right thing to do. You ain't got to wait till you really feel overly convicted about it. You ain't got to really wait until other people start doing it or what people think. Man, look, I know this ain't right. I might still have my struggles with listening. It still ain't right. So I can at least say, nah, it ain't right regardless. I know that, and start taking my steps toward weaning my way off it. But don't keep co-signing it or wanting a balance with it. That ain't good. That's not it.